and the joys of buying from people continues.
Like me acting up again.
So, quick rundown of this. I've got a customer, a good friend of mine, looking for a little quad for his son for his birthday. We stumble upon this Raptor 250. Looks like it's going to be a good buy. Shop is slow right now, so he said if I'll go pick it up, he'll pay me for picking it up, purchasing it, and then he'll also pay me to fix it. Win-win, no problem. Get there, the kid tells me, hey, front bumper needs welded on, needs a starter replaced. Push started the thing, fired right up, drove it around. All's good. Make a deal, get him to come down on price a little bit, we purchase it. Brother! So we did have a little bit of a budget on this thing. We're trying to keep everything underneath about $2,000. Ended up purchasing this thing for $1,350, which gives me plenty of room for buying some parts, doing some labor, all that stuff. Not a problem. Customer comes by the shop, decides he wants to add a couple of things to it. So now we're pushing the limits of the budget a little bit, but that's okay. His son's going to have a badass four-wheeler. He's going to be happy. Dad's going to be the hero. I'm all for it. As you can see in the video, we're repairing the front bumper right now. Went ahead and installed the new starter, got him a battery, tail light. We're doing a grab bar, some Nerf bars, oil change. Just kind of going through the thing, some new tires, wheel spacers, making this thing a little more stable, making it a good little four-wheeler. Now, like I said, we've kind of already maxed out the budget, actually gone over a little bit more, put a seat cover on there. That put us about $100 over the budget. Not a big deal. Customer's okay with it. He's cool with it. I'm keeping him in the loop. He's happy. But after I replace that starter, put the new battery in, I make a startling discovery that there's a reason that his starter had taken a crap. And unbeknownst to me, we've got some major damage. Here we are, we've got the side cover pulled off this engine, and this shaft right here holds some of the starter gears, and you can see that that hole is completely trashed, meaning this case is completely done. Also, that caused damage to the stator, so not only do we have starter issues, we have charging issues, which means I get to call this customer and tell him, hey, we got to spend even more of your money. But honestly, this is just typical for the situation, par for the course. There's always going to be unforeseen things, which is why I have a job fixing this stuff. It's always a bummer though, because you try to set up a budget, try to do things right, try to buy it right, think you're good, and come to find out you're not. Look at this. We've got the tab welded back on for this bumper. We're going to get this thing lined up. We're going to have to do a little more hammering and stuff to get it totally straightened out, get it bolted on, but we're well on our way. Speaking of fixing things, check out the rear end on this. This kid supposedly put a new bearing in it, and boy, it was not spinning very free, so I took it all apart, put it back together. Brakes were all hung up, got that adjusted and fixed. Well, we're in the home stretch putting this bumper back on, getting these bolts in. We're going to go cinch back down with my electric ratchet. Got to use the pry bar here a little bit to help line up them bolt holes a little bit. This thing has been damaged, obviously. But I guess the moral of the story is here is when you guys are buying these type of things, make sure you buy them right. Get them as cheap as you can up front, because you never know what kind of things you're going to run into, whether the person's a shyster or maybe they're a kid who just doesn't know any better. One thing I can guarantee, though, is the more money you have up front, the more money you can put into it when you find the unexpected problems. Thank you guys for checking out the video. We'll catch you later.